Hey, what's up, Leo? Welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. So guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm getting ready to do May 2020 bonus reading. So I do like an additional read on top of the monthly read, the Wealth and Abundance, and the Star Guide Tarot reading that I do. So I pulled something from the internet, and it's called Whispers of the Ancestors. And this is a pretty intense reading, and it's going to look at which one of your ancestors are closest to you at this time and their relationship to you and any generational gifts that you might have inherited. So I'm finding these are pretty deep readings, so I hope you're prepared for that, and I hope you enjoy it. Really do hope it resonates, and I do look forward to your comments, like which was your favorite card and what kind of epiphany moment did you have. So I find what helps during this reading, guys, is when I ask the question, you might want to repeat it out loud, like to yourself, you know, unless you're on the subway. And even then, I don't think people would notice. But anyway, Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck here for you. And I just had angel numbers 111 come up. So I think that's quite interesting. And to me, it's sort of a harbinger of the things to come in your reading, Leo. So let's jump right in. So let's see which ancestors are present. And I've been sort of tuning into one rather than groups of ancestors, but let's see. So this is pretty interesting, you guys. The first card I pulled for you is the Devil. So maybe you had somebody that was quite notorious in your family. Somebody that really struggled with some sort of addiction. I am seeing sort of a masculine vibe here. It could be really recent, really recent. Somebody really struggled. Like when you get the Devil card, they basically struggled with their shadow self the entire time. Probably super sweet person, but kind of a disaster. You know, it was like their mission on earth was to battle demons, you know? But they just had a heart of pure gold. So it was like friends and family could have wondered, like, oh, why can't that poor guy just get his act together already? Or, oh, they just have such bad luck, you know? So something definitely going on. I see somebody definitely within the past 500 years or so. So pretty recent history for you. You know, and I don't know how close your family is, but you might not have heard of everybody. And, you know, in certain eras, people really didn't talk about the black sheep of the family, which this person probably was, because they were so embarrassed, you know, and people are still embarrassed, but not to the degree where, well, whatever. Okay, so you know how, like, families could have shunned somebody or exiled them or not talked about them. This is the ancestor that I'm seeing. And it says, what is your relationship to me? So we've got the 9 of Cups. So this is somebody that was pretty close to you because they really celebrated your family lineage. Like I'm getting sort of I'm getting really mixed words here. I'm getting like cousin, but then along the paternal bloodline too. So like depending on your particular story, like whoever this person resonates with, you might be able to place them as what their relationship is directly, but I do see them more on your paternal side than your maternal side. And they were a very, very happy person, even though they were plagued. 9 of Cups, they're just a super, super happy person. So sorry, I'm swiveling. So somebody in your family probably within the past 500 years. So they're stepping up now. And what generational gift have you inherited? Okay, so say it like this. What generational gift have I inherited from you? So we've got the King of Cups here, and you're getting a lot of cups. So the King of Cups is this very creative guy, you know, and he reminds me of sort of a romantic figure. So your personality is probably high and bubbly and, you know, a little bit suave, and you know what I mean? Like, just really infused with being able to find a silver lining, even if you may not necessarily feel like it all the time. Again, you're seeing a lot of cups here. So despite any demons that you're plagued with in your life, you know, that shadow self, you probably seem or appear to be an extremely happy person to the world around you. The downside of that is you're probably not allowing people to help you as much as they could, because sort of the facade of how you present is not 100% true, and you're doing this for your own reasons, and it's probably carrying on from this ancestor who was shunned or exiled, literally, from the family because they were so humiliated. Especially if you're a family with, I don't want to say extreme religion, but there's some faiths that they just disavow people from their family, and then that it's irrevocable. So this may or may not have happened depending on your different lineages. So the gift that you've got here is like being able to spread sunshine no matter what's going on in your life. But I'm seeing that the downside is people are not able to help you because they think that you're doing great. So what are your hopes for me? And you can say that out loud. So we've got the Queen of Wands here. So this is kind of an interesting, I want to say juxtaposition, because you have all these cups here. This is sort of really different energy. It's somebody that is like really creative and sort of almost wanders through life and sees everything as a positive and battles with demons. And the Queen of Wands is going to come in and really take control of everything and battle everything back and take care of everybody and be probably a little bit more transparent. So this is what the hope is coming through, that you'll be able to sort of balance the wistful, dreamy side with a more intentional side. To take care of other people too, you know, and not sort of hide your reality behind this happiness, because it's keeping people out. You know, people have different ways of expressing themselves in order to keep people away. One is through anger, you know, one is like scaring people. And then there's this other facade of joyful, I'm getting this word insouciance, and I don't even know what that means or if it's a word, but you know what I mean? Just really, everything's okay, but it's still keeping people at a distance, and you're being asked to sort of attack through that by this ancestor, because they want you to be more real with who you are and your family. And if you need help, you should ask for it, especially if you've inherited this sort of shadow side. And I see this has got more to do with addiction than anything else, like and it could be more of a false happiness than anything. Okay, so guys, the next question, how can I honor my heritage? So we've got the Judgment card here, and this is really interesting, and it's asking you to just basically not judge other people, you know, and just let the chips fall where they may, and just go about your own business and sort of prioritize your own lifestyle here, and don't worry about what other people are doing or what you think that they should be doing. Don't let other people judge you either, which is why you could be a little bit hiding behind this King of Cups energy, because you're worried, and it's like radiating through the bloodline, you know, because this experience that your ancestor had, and I get a really strong sense that it was a cousin more than anything else on your paternal side. And that's like transmuted through the ages, and it's putting you in sort of that same position where there's something that you're not 100% proud of because you're worried about being judged in the same way that this person did, and then they lost their entire family. But you don't have to worry about that, because your family now is not the family that this ancestor grew up with. There's different values at play. So let's see the next card. The healing message from your ancestor. So we've got the Two of Coins. So I think this is a really cool card. And the Two of Coins, it just talks about like finding ways to follow your true path. And then you've got the Scales of Justice in here too. So there's something definitely going on. It's like a karmic loop is going to close. You know, that whole, I'm getting really strange words. I actually saw a vision of a hangman's gallows. And then I saw the words Shanghai surprise. So this person could have actually met like an ill-fated death, you know, because they were so ostracized. And, you know, in some cultures, if you didn't have your family to support you, you know, you became sort of a larger victim, you know, and sometimes the whole town could ostracize you. So like you're being asked by this ancestor to release any sort of judgment or fear of judgment and know that you can live your own life very productively, and everything's going to be fine. Things aren't the same as they were a few centuries ago. You know, there's not the same sort of stigmatism involved with being a little bit outside what people want to claim is normal, even though there's no such thing as normal. So they just want you to continue on your life and not worry about what anybody else is thinking. And, you know, how people think or what they say about you is their problem, not yours. And you shouldn't have to worry about that. And there's probably somebody within your family that would be very understanding and help you to heal any sort of, you know, hidden agenda that you could feel a layer of shame about not revealing, you know. And you never know what people in your family have been through. Like my grandmother later in her life, like when she started talking about herself, I was like, wow, you know, that's quite a story. But when you look at people that are at a certain age, you think they're, oh, so sweet and nothing ever happened to them. But people don't get to be of a certain age without seeing some things, you know what I mean? So people are probably going to be a lot more helpful and understanding of you now than this ancestor that was so plagued by, first of all, demons, and then being ostracized, you know, and it was by a large group of people. So you guys have a really interesting read here that this is, and you could, when you heal yourself in this timeline, you heal the pain of your ancestors too. So that's something to really consider, how you can move forward and just be the best version of yourself and honor your ancestor that's stepping forward now to offer their support. So pretty cool reading, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. So let me know what you take from it. Take care. Bye.